Ruchika managed to trade for all 4 weeks. She abides to the different markets every week. Her capital balance and equity allows her to cover all 4 weeks of markets. So you guys can realize I have sent the picture screenshot of that until she even traded the BTC. And one thing you observe, they are all same lot size. Right? Is this all same lot size? Yeah.
That means she had strategy in management consistent.
Again?
If she was trading with a consistent lot, that must mean that she must have followed a particular strategy.
Yes, one is consistent lot, right? One is consistent lot. I've checked with her, although she couldn't attend today. Y'all want to know what strategy she used?
Oh, I would love to.
Huh? Okay, anyway, I was asking her, she make a difference from last month and this month, right? Because she didn't win again. So again, she also did her research, and she was saying that, right? This is September. In August, she used a 4-hour time frame. So in September, she changed it to 5 minutes or 15 minutes time frame, much lower time frame. Okay, much lower time frame. And guess what? So same as Pooja, she never put stop loss. She also didn't put stop loss. Okay, and but once she see the profits, she would exit. Okay, so again, leave it to chance, because everybody just want to leave it to chance because they thought that if you put stop loss, you hit it, you may not be able to, to accumulate your profits, right? This is very typical. Okay, this is very typical. And there is 1 week that she did not trade much. Okay, she did not trade much. There's 1 week, but there's certain good practice that we can follow. Not the one that didn't put stop loss, but the part that she is considered quite conservative. She also told me that in August competition, she put in many trades. Okay, she put in many trades. So one thing about putting many trades, it could affect the margin, all right, and affect the margin, and it becomes like it could have probability for winning, but it could also may not, right? So she cut down her number of trades, right? Cut down the number of trades, so became more precise, right? Became more precise. So this is her winning secret that she found that, but because it worked, right? It worked for September. So the two things, not too many trades, and then on a lower time frame. So when there's profit, she quickly exit. All right. So didn't put stop loss. Probably it works. Probably it works better in certain markets, right? Which later we can review that. Okay. Yeah. So since she's not here, nothing much to ask her, right? But check her equity. All right. Her equity and her balance. Compare that to Pooja's. So her profit is 895, right? Her floating is she still has some floating. Okay, let me see here. Her floating is okay. We still have floating of about $300 over, 376. I didn't send her floating amount. She still have floating of some EU and BTC pair because the last week her BTC pair was stuck. So floating of $300 over. So her balance and equity. Okay, so look at her equity. Her final equity is 1519. As of today, still floating 1519 per account. So if she were to realize her floating of 375, her balance would be 1519. Okay, and Pooja's one, your balance after less of the floating loss, your equity would be how much? screenshots that I posted. One of you equity is 1099, Pooja's one, right? Then Ruchika's one is about 1654. So if we are comparing the equity, who is the first winner? Hello? Pooja's one is 1099 equity. Ruchika's equity is 1654. Pooja's balance is 2450. Ruchika's balance is 1895.
Yeah, but the parameters did say that we are gonna announce
If it's based on equity, right? Ruchika's have about 60% profit, realized profit, 60% based on equity. Pooja's one, if it's based on equity, 1099, that's how many percent? Okay, unshare already, should be. Hello, traders? Nikhil?
hello. We're not audible. Hello.
Your voice is very low, Nikhil.
He went up? Ruchika, what is your percentage? About 10%. Is it about 10%? Hello? What is the profit percentage, Pooja?
Ma'am, as you said, my profit percent is 70% and is 60. You decide who is shoot first and second.
No, I decide. If it's based on equity, if you were to realize, okay, the net profit, if you're looking at the net profit, right? If you're looking at a net profit, Ruchika's one is healthier. It's higher than yours. It's about 60%. Yours is only about 10%. Correct? Who's the first and second position?
I think other traders should their suggestion.
Yeah. Ruchika is in the first position, right? Yours is in the second position because of the high drawdown. All right? You understand? Yeah. Okay, so this is the part that when we want to go for the high profit, we have to take note that at the expense, whether is it at the expense of our capital. So the equity is equally important. Okay, the equity is equally important and the margin is important. Right? We have to always look at the equity, yeah? Right. Okay, let's look at Nikhil.
Just wanted to clear. So is Ruchika the winner?
What do you think? Where are you just now?
No, I was just thinking that it is ironic that I was the one who introduced her to trading and MT4 and she like was position and I am last.
Oh, sorry? Yeah.
Okay.
She's you didn't expect her to be number one, right?
I am both proud and sad.
Yeah, you are his coach, huh? So
Yeah,
right, you're his coach, huh? So I can leave Jimmy to you. Huh?
yeah, okay. I'll share.
Okay, so in fact, this we have coach, right? I think Nikhil has each of you have coached each other. That's very good. We learn from each other's mistake and success as well. Okay, you learn from each other's mistake and success. The real guru is yourself from the market.
Definitely.
Right, from the market yourself, and only you can make it happen, not the coaches. All right, because no matter how much we remind you, we indicate and we highlighted where is your strength and your weakness. If you did not change, there's nothing we can do. Right? If you did not change, there's nothing we can do. And after which is that I keep emphasizing, did you guys have the initiative? Why are you guys not just in trading, but you're also supporting different trading projects? Because what you did, right? What you did, your behavior, your attitude, everything will probably reflect in your trading account and the results. Right? You want to do something good, like this trading competition is interesting. Everybody, regardless of gender, you want to be top in one day, and because you have the prize. Okay, so that is a motivation. So with that motivation, you guys want to do more research, how to make yourself move up the leaders board, right? Move up the championship. Okay, so hopefully that you can move up the championship, but a lot of times you learned how to, when you Google, people only teach you how to profit. They didn't guide you how to risk manage. Right?
Correct.
Yeah, correct. And risk manage, end of the day, is very much your psychology, your emotions. So as you go for that champion position, right, the target should not just be the dollar and cent. Right? Should not just be a dollar and cent, but in the process, right, in the process of it, you got credit to yourself that you move on to learn how to be the champion. But this time, our review is to review that not about the dollar and cent, not just about the dollar and cent, right? But your accountability, your responsibility. Like I mentioned, if you're just trading your account, that is fine. And because this is like your demo account, you thought that never mind. Okay, you're not trading it as if like it's a real account. Until I told you guys that, okay, try to take it as it's a live account so that I will give you a live account to trade. And I really give you guys live account to trade. Most of you here have experienced live account. Right? It's like whether can you last. So this trading competition is very important because then I see your profile and your characteristic. Can you be consistent? Can you maintain that composure? All right, so this is key. We all want to have profits. All traders want to have profits. But when you manage your risk well, to be the last man standing, you would have your profit. And this is where Ruchika reflected that in her equity. So you need to plan ahead for the whole month, different markets that come in. You have only $1,000. Everybody start with $1,000. With that $1,000, how do you plan out your trades every week for the different markets? It could be a mixture of luck, but it could also be the consistency of how you apply the lot sizing and how many trades position you put. Okay, so let's look at Nikhil one, and later I was reviewing Aki's one. We have more stories to share. So, okay, Nikhil, what happened to your trades?
Okay, so I hope my screen is visible. So we began the month. If you guys remember the last month trading competition, me and Simmer started to have a very
I couldn't hear you. Couldn't hear you now. That's why his Wi-Fi is weak. So let's pause a while until he's back.
Hello.
Okay, can hear you again. Yep.
Yeah. So as I was saying, during the previous competition, we had a great competition for the first season. We were battling for it. This month I was pretty determined that I have to come up around, and so since the beginning of the first day itself, I started very proactively. And the first week was pretty good for me. I earned some great profit, I was already in the first position with around 400 of capital profit itself. But then, as Zelda had mentioned earlier itself, then I went head over heels, and I started I had a floating position with some $70 loss, and I was just praying that for it to turn around, and I was not trading what I was seeing, I was trading what I was feeling, and did not cut my losses. And that was when I'll just show you once again. Just give me a second. Yeah. Okay. Then, as you can see, these losses, these red trades. So this is when my trading uh, basically ended here itself. I was just praying for these to go back up. I was so determined that I was not win. I was not thinking clearly. And even though I am the one who have been telling every one of you to not to do it, I did. So this just basically proves my point that in your trading career, there's always you need to keep on learning and focusing. So basically, this particular trading month was very embarrassing for me because I kind of basically gave into my temptation, gave into my greed. I was up by $400 in the first 3 or 4 days itself, and then I just wanted to like multiply it exponentially, and things did not go my way. And also, I would like to point it out to Pooja and Ruchika that you guys did not put stop loss, and like I'm like it's great that it worked out for you. But trust me, over time you'll realize that stop loss is one of the greatest tool and friend that you can have, because if the trade does not go your way, then and because you did not put the stop loss, you just keep on praying that hope it turns around. And sometimes what happens is that the losses become so huge that you lose all your capital. Like something similar happened with me in this competition. It was great that it did not happen to you and you won, but just my suggestion, my humble suggestion to just think about your strategy once again and try to incorporate stop losses into your trades. Even though because I'm the last one, it does not make sense for me to giving you advice, but just a recommendation.
No, your advice is always valuable. So thank you. I will remember.
Thanks.
Okay, so Nikhil, you also didn't put stop loss, or did you put?
Nah, I did put stop losses, but what the mistake that I did was I tried pushing my stop loss in just praying the market will turn around. And I extended my stop loss a bit more. Then when I did decide to close my trades, it was like because as you can see in the Euro USD, this was the time when I cut my losses, because I thought that if I did not stop now, I won't be able to trade in the gold market, that is the commodity week. So I stopped, but then in the commodities also gold just did not go in my favor. Things were pretty bad this month for me.
Okay. So you didn't manage to use index to recover.
Yeah, that's the thing. I did not manage to get till the indexes week.
So you got very heavy losses because of the floating loss you didn't cut.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, if you didn't put stop loss, you can also cut loss. Because there are people who they put stop loss, but after which they took out the stop loss. They could also take away the stop loss. So that's why they always say men wouldn't call for stop. So anyway, right. But you see, you cut loss is also painful. But the only thing is that you must have the faith that you still reserve, you still preserve enough capital to fight back.
Right. It is like a hard pill to swallow, but you need to do it.
So it's so end up, otherwise it became luck, right? It became luck. That's why you see the champion chair keep moving.